Security guards, what's the funniest way you've ever caught a criminal in the act? I was pulling an overnight shift at the bank when I heard shuffling outside the glass doors. At 2 in the morning, that usually means raccoons going through the dumpsters. But this wasn't a raccoon. This was a guy in a hoodie with a backpack that looked like it was about to explode. He walked up to the ATM, unzipped the bag, and pulled out a stack of cards like he was dealing poker. Not 1 or 2, at least 15. He shuffled through them, squinting at each under the light, then started swiping like he was auditioning for world's dumbest criminals. The first card, rejected. He groaned, dropped 3 others, and scrambled on the ground like he was playing 52-card pickup. He tried again. The second card worked, and the ATM spit out money. He was so startled, he jumped backward, tripped over his own backpack, and wiped out. 20s rained down everywhere. Now I'm watching through the glass as this guy crawled around the sidewalk collecting bills on all fours. He thought he was invisible. He had no clue the bank lobby lights were off, but I was still sitting 10 feet away watching like it was a free comedy show. He tried another card, more money came out, but his backpack zipper was broken, so every time he shoved the cash inside, everything else spilled out. More cards, a flashlight, a crushed sandwich, and for reasons I'll never understand, a rubber chicken. That's when I decided to have some fun. I walked outside, tapped him on the shoulder, and said, "Rough night? Need a hand?" He nearly jumped out of his skin, then instantly relaxed when he saw I wasn't a cop. He actually thought I was offering to help. I told him I could be his lookout. He looked like he'd just won the lottery and almost shook my hand. So now I'm standing there, arms crossed, nodding along as he brags about his system. He tells me how he got the cards from a guy who knows a guy, how he rotates them in case one gets flagged, how he's basically a criminal genius. Meanwhile, he's tripping over his own shoelaces and has mustard from the sandwich smeared on his hoodie. By his 7th withdrawal, I saw headlights turning the corner. A police cruiser rolled up, spotlight cutting across the pavement. Perfect timing. I didn't say a word, just kept scanning the street like I promised. He noticed them too late. "You said you'd warn me!" he hissed, trying to shove cash into his hoodie. Bills were sticking out of every pocket. "You set me up!" The officers got out, hands resting casually on their belts. "Evening, gentlemen. What's going on here?" The guy panicked and immediately threw me under the bus. "He's my partner. He's the one running this whole thing. I'm just helping him." I let him rant for a solid 30 seconds, explaining the entire scam to the cops like it was a job interview. When he finally paused, I pulled out my badge. "Actually," I said, "I'm the security guard who called you 20 minutes ago." The look on his face was priceless. Pure betrayal. He tried to bolt, but his foot caught the broken backpack strap, and he face-planted straight into the pile of evidence. The rubber chicken popped out and landed on his back like a referee signaling game over. The cops were laughing so hard, one of them actually wheezed. They cuffed him while money, cards, and the sandwich were still scattered across the sidewalk. One officer looked at me, shook his head, and said, "I swear sometimes you guys don't even have to work. They do the job for you." And he wasn't wrong. This guy practically arrested himself.